Welcome to Hunter Beyond Time and Space Chapter 66. A trade about the surface world. Many people will come to Los Angeles for Lu Dezhu. Hu Xiaoniu, Zhang Tianjin, Wang Yun, Bai Waner, and more in the future. You know, these people are really rich. Qin Chen continued, of course, I won't help you clear your charges now, but what I can guarantee is that after I leave the 18th prison, I will help you leave as soon as possible. How can you help? Lu Dezhu asked. Find the real culprits and make them confess, Qin Chen responded. But even if you leave and don't help me, I can't do anything, can I? Lu Dezhu asked. Do you still have a choice? Qin Chen asked calmly. Lu Dezhu was silent for a moment and finally accepted his fate. I agree to this trade. What do I need to do? I believe that someone will be attracted by your surface identity. You need to understand their needs and make them believe that they can buy what they want from you, Qin Chen said. In short, I want to use you to maintain their relationships. Boss, I can't get nothing, can I? Lu Dezhu weakly asked. Every time you make a deal, you will receive a share or reward, such as improving the food in the interior world, or allowing you to see the outside news in the confinement room, or bringing the virtual reality equipment in the entertainment area to your confinement room, Qin Chen promised. Lu Dezhu was shocked. He didn't expect that the third time traveler's power in the 18th prison had reached this point. He hesitated and said, but boss, if I take your place, I will be in great danger in the surface world. Qin Chen looked at him quietly. Boss, you may have seen the news. I was injured on the second day of my return. Lu Dezhu pulled up his sleeves and pants to show him, look, it's just scabbing now. Oh, Qin Chen just remembered, he had been wondering how the other party was injured and what had happened. Explain in detail. According to the Kunlun organization's statement, someone targeted me for being around Li Shutong and wanted to use me to get close to Li Shutong, Lu Dezhu explained. They set off from Azhou that morning and attacked me in Los Angeles that night. Kunlun had already ambushed them outside the school and caught them all. I see, Qin Chen nodded. No wonder Kunlun did not appear at the school that day. No wonder Lu Dezhu went to school with injuries for no reason. It turns out that there were hidden dangers in the surface world. Now, the 9 people involved in the illegal imprisonment case have not been caught yet. This is an open danger. In addition, many people are eyeing all the time travelers. This is a hidden danger. After saying that, Qin Chen felt that it was really dangerous for Lu Dezhu to take his place in the surface world. He was not really concerned about Lu Dezhu, but he had finally found a suitable bond, and it would be a pity if the other party died. Qin Chen looked at Lu Dezhu and asked, what do you mean by enhancing your strength? Gene drugs. Lu Dezhu chose another career path. Qin Chen closed his eyes and thought about it. This contemplation took 10 minutes. In silence, Lu Dezhu suffered. The next moment, Qin Chen suddenly opened his eyes. I can give it to you, but I hope you can prove that you are worth this gene drug and understand what cooperation with me means. Just watch my performance. I'll tell you, there are already 4 people who want to get close to me, but I didn't pay attention to them before. Lu Dezhu immediately became excited. You don't know, they all have a lot of money. I heard that their watches cost tens of thousands of dollars each. I've never heard of students carrying tens of thousands of dollars worth of watches before. Qin Chen looked strange. He knew that Lu Dezhu was talking about Wang Yun and the others. Lu Dezhu continued, I will find out their needs when I go back and see how I can get some money from them. Should I take his watch and give it to you? Don't take cash or watches. I only want unmarked gold bars, Qin Chen reminded him. Paper money can be traced by serial numbers, and precious watches will also have serial numbers. These are all easy to follow clues. Some people think that virtual digital currency is safe and that trading virtual currency can hide their identity, but it is not. To hide your virtual currency transactions, you must go through a mixing pool. The so-called mixing pool mixes your virtual currency with a lot of other currencies, making it difficult for outsiders to trace the flow of funds. But the mixing pool is operated by a third-party platform. If the platform runs away, the holder may be ruined. Therefore, for Qing Chen, the safest option is still gold bars. By the way, you know I'm at the foreign language school in Los Angeles, right? Lu Dezhu said. Qing Chen nodded. I'm in class 4 of grade 2. There's a fool in class 3 who always tries to get close to me. He added me on the class WeChat group and I heard he's very poor, so I didn't agree at first. Later, he added me twice and I agreed, Lu Dezhu said. As a result, he inexplicably added me to a group chat a few days later. There were people selling socks and introducing rich women. Qing Chen's expression became even stranger. Wasn't that Nanjingchen? If it weren't for his mask, Lu Dezhu might have been able to see through him directly from his expression. Boss, how do I contact you in the surface world? Lu Dezhu asked cautiously. Qing Chen smiled, don't worry, I'll contact you. After speaking, he turned and left the confinement room. It wasn't until the alloy gate closed behind him that Qing Chen's breathing slowed down. Behind the mask, the flame pattern on his cheek was rapidly disappearing. This was the second function of the breathing technique, changing the voice. Before coming, Qing Chen had thought that Lu Dezhu would eventually suspect that he refused to communicate with his voice, but if he used a reader last time and spoke this time, it would be inappropriate. Therefore, letting Lu Dezhu discover the problem himself, and then Qing Chen would solve it, would be more convincing in dispelling the other's suspicion. To be honest, he was a little worried that Lu Dezhu would never find this problem, and he would have to keep writing with a reader. It's too tiring. In the lonely confinement room, Lu Dezhu closed the alloy gate and stared blankly. His mind was full of that weird cat-faced mask. The red and white lines on the mask intertwined perfectly, as if there was an inexplicable aura staring at him. Powerful and mysterious. Lu Dezhu inexplicably thought that he might not be the protagonist of this world. Perhaps the owner of that cat-faced mask was. Outside the door, Li Shutong, Lin Xiaoxiao, and Yi Wan were waiting. Is this your classmate? I thought people in the surface world were all like you, it's really scary. But after seeing him, I'm not afraid anymore, Li Shutong smiled and asked, how did it go? Qing Chen thought for a moment, I need a gene drug. Thank you for listening to this episode of the audio novel, The Timeless Hunter. If you enjoy this channel, click subscribe for more fascinating English audio novels. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, turn on notifications, or share on social media below so you can find this channel again. Let us know your thoughts. See you next time.